Alrighty, it looks like possibly everything is working. That's always fun when I look at my little application that allows me to go live and it looks like things are working. I feel good about it. Happy Tuesday, everybody. I hope you're having a good week. I hope you caught our couple next door chat last night. It was it was very Sam centric. I'll just put it that way. And we've decided we are going to have a Sam appreciation live sometime around or on his birthday this year. It'll be fun. If you want to get in on that, probably go ahead and email me now. I'll see how many people I can fit into one meeting. We'll see what we can do. So if you'd like to be involved in the Sam Appreciation Chat, go ahead and send me an email now. I'll start making a list. And again, first come, first serve. Members and subscribers and frequent commenters do get first dibs, I guess is the best way to put it. But we're going to do that. We're going to do that for him around April 30th. We'll see. We'll see how many people happen to like Sam. Again, if you're here, I assume you at least appreciate his acting skills a little bit, so it should be good. Again, happy Tuesday. I do have a little here and here, little there, Sam stuff for you. Not a bunch of big Outlander things right now. Don't expect to see tons of huge behind the scenes and whatnot for season 8 until season 8 is nearly here. But, every now and then stuff will slip in. I do want to start with something else, though, because there's a little issue with folks who enjoy people's posts, people put together reels and whatnot, appreciating the characters, appreciating the show, showing support for that. And then, of course, it's always encouraged that we share these. Instagram, it's good to share stories. But the important thing is that if you borrow content, you need to give credit. And so we're having a little problem. Outlander Online, who, I love Outlander Online. They're just exceptional at making sure we've got everything we want. Do you know what I just realized too? I did not set up my desktop for this, so I'm going to be doing some adjusting. But yeah, I wanted to share this first because they're having a problem with people basically stealing their content. And yeah, give me a second. I realized I didn't have my headphones and I have to reset a couple of things very quickly. But luckily, I talk a lot, so it shouldn't be too terrible. Okay, I am sorry, Outlander Online. I am not trying to be rude to you or waste time here. I am just simply trying to get the satellite thing so that people can read it a little easier. I almost got it. My apologies. I usually do have this set up a little better before I go. Okay, so Outlander Online shared this plea, really. I'm going to read their post here on the side here. It says, stealing reels other people's make and cropping out watermarks is really not cool. Very, very true. I have seen so many people stealing our reels and posting them on here, TikTok, Facebook, etc. over the last few weeks. Honestly, I've reached the point where I'm just done with people stealing our stuff. We make screen caps that everyone uses, and we're good with that, which I appreciate. I really do, because I've borrowed their screen caps from time to time. But again, I mention them like constantly. They get as much credit as they deserve and more, quite frankly, because they put in so much time and effort. I will stop talking. People use tons of them from the site, and again, we don't mind, even if we put tons of our time into that site and have for 11 years. And taking screen caps is an arduous long task. Stealing reels after everything we give to this fandom, not cool. They take tons of time to make. They do. I can take the entire Outlander Online website down with 2 clicks of a mouse. Everyone will lose. We have that site with the most Outlander content that exists. I haven't checked every Outlander website out there, probably very close to it, but don't think I've checked everyone. But I would have to agree with her statement. It is an incredible collection of screen caps, of clips, of reels, of just every kind of Outlander love you can possibly take from the show, all in one place for us to enjoy it. We don't have to go searching and try to find that picture we saw on Instagram 3 months ago. No, we can go straight to their site, look it up. It's not difficult, very easy to navigate. Guys, I show a lot of other people's work here. I really do. The only thing that's original is me. I very rarely do anything hugely original on my site except take my own screen caps, of course. These folks they deserve the respect of at least a nod if you're using their content. And two, yeah, don't get rid of the watermarks. Give credit where credit is due. They're putting a lot of time and effort into this, and it behooves us to make sure that they get that credit so that they can continue, because they don't, you know what, I gotta move that. They don't charge anybody to visit their site. It's fairly ad free, I think, for the most part. I don't remember getting a whole bunch of pop-ups in the middle of things. It is completely, if I'm not mistaken, completely supported by fans of the show, of the site. They ask for donations once a year so that they can keep it running, and that's it. It is a labor of love. So guys, give them the respect, the props. Make sure you are, for everybody, not just Outlander Online, make sure for everybody you are giving credit where credit is due. And if I ever miss anybody, let me know. That drone video where we got to take a look at Lollybrook, or Hope. Yeah, I'm going to lose. I'm on a rant. So that fella, he contacted me and said, do you mind giving me credit? Absolutely. There was no credit on the post. I had no idea who to give it. And if you go back there and look, I've got a thing in the description now that says credit to the person who actually ran the drone, the camera, so we could see the entire inside. So yeah, make sure you take the time to do that, folks. Christina Duffy, hi, how you doing? And Jan Mason, hi Jan. And we got Christine Duffy says, this is awful. Yeah, it just is. You don't. I mean, I don't know anybody who would steal my content and try to say it's theirs. I'm sure there's plenty of 50-year-old women with purple short hair that have a love for headbands. I'm not completely original, but if somebody cut me out and said, they did all this and voiced over it or copied me, I'd be pissed. Okay, I put a little bit of time and effort in here to try and make sure that I stand out a little bit. I don't think I'm hugely original, but it would piss me off if somebody tried to steal my content and said that they did it. So yeah, just don't, guys. Make sure you're giving credit where credit is due. Even on social media, it does make a huge difference to these folks. And Outlander Online, Charles Vanda's site, those who run and work with it, Maria, thank you so much for your efforts. We really do appreciate it here. I know my viewers do, because they would not get nearly as much content about Outlander, accurate and up-to-date stuff, if it weren't for you guys. So thanks for your time. Thanks for your effort. I'm going to get off my soapbox now. I think we're all grown up to know that that's wrong. So I'm gonna move along, because I'm gonna assume my viewers are awesome and know this. But I have lots of Sam, lots of stuff. Oh, I thought I had. I'm a little out of order than what I had, because I thought I had Caitriona on here first. But we'll go with Sam first. No one's gonna complain. This one is shared by Marie Ann M. and 4 others. There is the original audio is on here. It's Sam's talking, so we don't want to hear that. I'm just kidding. Sam reacting to the season 7B finale. Love when he talks about Claire and why the last 2 episodes are his favorite finale episode. There's something heightened about these 2 last episodes, and I've said before, they are my favorite finale episodes. There's a beauty to these episodes. It's somehow more lush and perhaps closer to God, or closer to something. And the content does belong to TV Line. If you do repost this, make sure you are using stories on Instagram. I have it on good authority that I'm allowed to do this, because, again, giving full credit, I didn't do any of this. But let's see what Sam has to say here. What do you think? Just for fun.
So pragmatic, and it occurs to me that maybe she wouldn't have leapt to this conclusion if she hadn't just had a near-death experience and all of these very emotional things happening. Do you think she's kind of primed for feeling this way, or primed for making this leap? Do you think that the pragmatic Claire of a regular day in their lives would have kind of jumped to that conclusion?
Oh, wow, that's an interesting question. I'm not sure. I mean, I think, yeah, she's just been through a near-death experience, and I think perhaps, yes, the pragmatic Claire, the one that's on the daily job, dealing with people and looking after people and being the doctor that she is, yeah, perhaps it may have passed her by. But I think there is something heightened about these last 2 episodes, and I've said before, they're my favorite finale episodes. I think there's a beauty to these episodes. It's somehow more lush, and perhaps closer to God or closer to something. Even the fact that we're in this church and we're on the edge of this war, and so there's certainly a heightened element to it, and I think perhaps she's tapped into that.
I think it's also
Something else. Maybe she has something else.
she's so pragmatic, and it occurs to me that
Maybe there's something else. Okay, now we know what the something else is. But yeah, okay, I do like going back and listening to these interviews before we know what has happened. All right, because I'm sneaky, so that when I listen to future interviews for things we don't know what's going to happen, might be able to pick out which clues actually help us figure out what's going to happen next. Although, admittedly, Faith being alive was not on my list. Just wasn't. I don't know what else to say. Next up, oh yeah, this is another one. I need to apologize. I showed this picture yesterday and was so distracted by the adorableness of Charles that I forgot to actually share the actual post here. He was talking about his love for maple syrup and whatnot. I wanted to share the actual post that he says here. There's so much in the world that I want to do, and if I can make sure that I'm physically capable of it all, then I'm happy. I'm a happy person. So, staying fit, not entirely for his acting, also so that he can live his life as an old lady who's trying to get back into shape. I can relate. It's 20% of my will to live eggnog. And you know what? If it gives me my proteins and makes me hit my macros, then great. Eggnog. I appreciate eggnog, but I only want like one glass around Christmas time, maybe a little dash of cinnamon in it. I don't really like alcohol in my eggnog. Um, but it has to be just the right kind of eggnog. I'm very picky about my eggnog. You know what I'm saying, folks? In order to carb load a little bit, I've just been taking sips of maple syrup before I go to the gym. Then I found out that a bunch of my friends also do that. Well, it's Canada. And it feels like the most Canadian thing of all time. Yeah, yeah. I do joke that it's Canada. They all, everybody lives on maple syrup in Canada, right? No, of course they don't. We're not that dense and stereotypical. But it does sound, I mean, it's sort of way beyond cute that he's like, it's the most Canadian thing of all time. So what, I suppose if I'm in Indiana, I need to eat like an ear of corn before I go to it. No, I'm not going to be doing that. Apple pie, since American, right? No. There's the Caitriona one I wanted to show up. Brilliant Balfe does share this one. How are we all faring? Still reeling after that finale? I am. Doesn't help that we're in another Droughtlander. It's only week 2. We know we can make it to like 70 weeks if we need to, and further. We've done it before. But it's only week 2. We're going to be all right. Here's a throwback clip of interview with Caitriona did with Robert Curia in 2016. Oh, you know what? I think I might have named this title wrong. Oh, I got my Sam and Caitriona. Never mind. I'm going to fix that. Where she talks about the Faith storyline in season 2. So insightful. Did you know that Caitriona also used to sing I Do Like to Be Beside the Seaside with her parents in the car as a child? I don't think I knew that. I don't think I knew that. Let's find out what else I didn't know, and I need to rename the title for this video, so my apologies, guys.
I mean, the writing was so beautiful. Toni Graphia has such a poetic ability when she writes her scripts, and I cried the first time I read it. And there was just such beautiful moments. And I mean, the moment that killed me when I read it was when Claire sings to her baby and sings this very beautiful. I mean, to me, it's also a song that I've known all my life. It's a song that I used to sing with my parents in the car when I was like 3 or 4. I do like to be beside the seaside, and it's such a fun summer song that you would sing, and to have that be, it was heartbreaking. I mean, it's just, even now I get goosebumps thinking about it, because it's just the love of a mother and a child. That's, whatever about the love with Jamie and Claire, and I mean, that's all consuming for Claire, but the love of a mother and child, I don't think there's anything that will compare to that ever. And for Claire, who wanted so much to be a mother and never really thought it was possible, and then to have the joy of that being a possibility, and yet struggling to find the outlet to celebrate it because of everything else that was going on. And then just as everything was starting to come together, have it all unravel in the worst way, it was heartbreaking. And so when I got Fait, I mean, the writing was so beautiful. Tony Graffia has such...
Yep, sorry for starting that over again. But yeah, okay, so my apologies. I think I got my Sam and my Caitriona clips backwards, so my apologies on that. But yeah, to go back to Fait at the beginning here, and to... I like how she describes that relationship, because it does not matter. I feel like when you are pregnant and you are expecting a child, or if your partner is pregnant and you are expecting a child, the moment you go, oh wow, we're going to be a family, you're a mother in my eyes. Okay. Now this is not going to be a discussion about what happens next, but the moment you go, I'm going to have a child, I'm going to be a mom, when you say I'm going to be a mom and you're happy about it, that moment you become a parent. You have this connection to that child before they even come. I say this having been pregnant 4 times and having 4 children. They don't have to be here for you to feel that. And then for the results of that pregnancy with Fait to happen, it's no less destructive to your emotional state than if you had watched them grow up. And because you grew them, I guess is the way I want to say it. Yeah, that rocks me every time I watch it. So that's gonna be a rough one when we do our rewatch. There's gonna be a couple of rough ones that... Okay, we're gonna move on so that I don't depress myself, and talk about Sam on Kelly. Yay! Lots of pictures here, and I've got a few clips that one of them I meant to look at first because I think it might be a little long, but we'll find out. Outlander Sassenach and 3 others shared Sam Heughan on the Kelly Clarkson Show today. Photo by Weiss Eubanks, NBC Universal via Getty Images. And the first one says, Outlander Forever says, such beautiful pictures. Thanks so much for sharing. And the invite my sweet Vicky. This is great. These are a couple of pictures of him, doing his thing, doing his Sam thing with Kelly. It was an enjoyable interview. I have Peacock, so because I'm too annoyed to try to get my antenna to pick up channels out where I live in the boonies. So we get the Peacock extra. See, we cut it off. That happens, but at least they gave credit. I'm cool with that. And then, what was I saying? Don't mind me. So I was able to watch it in real time, but not do it with my lack of antenna TV. Go Peacock. And it should be up. I watched it live when it happened, and it should be up to watch for anybody else who has Peacock but can't get NBC to come in properly. It happens. Kelly Clarkson Show and Sam Heughan shared these. Kelly Clarkson Show. Kelly is so brave. Yeah, so we found out some new information. That's what I was watching it for. What's new information? And we found out that while Sam was hiking, he had a very special treat that he was given and shared with the locals. Let him have it, and it may not have been his favorite. So we're going to watch this because it is rather hilarious. And Kelly,
tell us about the new series.
Yes, The Couple Next Door.
Yes.
It's a new TV show.
I know, this is like I have noticed this is a church audience today, because when he says things, you go, mm-hmm, yeah. It's like a church audience. I love it.
They're brilliant. Well, yeah, it's this new show that on Stars, and it previously aired in the UK. It was the biggest streamed show ever on Channel 4.
Yeah.
It's this kind of sexy psychological thriller. It's gonna play with your expectations. You're gonna think these characters. I carry a lot of heavy items. The cast is amazing. Yeah. The cast is so good. It's such a strong cast. And we filmed in Belgium, which was just so much fun.
How did you celebrate the end of Outlander? Did you do something big? I heard you did.
I did. We had wrap parties and everything, but actually I went to Nepal. I'd always wanted to go see Everest, and I went out there with a friend of mine, Jake Norton, who's this mountaineer, and we hiked for 2 weeks along the Hunkakula Valley, and we were the first people ever to do that. There was this one thing, and it's essentially dehydrated yak's milk. They just leave it out. Think of a piece of Gouda that you just left out for months, and they would eat it. It's called chirpy, and they would chew it for hours as we walked. And it
Why?
it's something to do, right?
I didn't know if it helped them in some way. Like,
I mean, maybe it helps with the altitude. Honestly, I had a piece and I had to lose it. It's like chewing on a piece of yak.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we knew this, and so my team hates me secretly, and so we have some here.
Stop. No. Oh, God, I'm out of here. Oh, my God. Can you see this?
So we're gonna, it looks like cheese. It looks like it's on a nice little
Do you know that they repackage this and sell this as dog treats? Like, I'm not joking.
You're not, I'm about to put it in my mouth, so like.
Oh, are you gonna do it?
Yes, because I'm like one of those losers that can't not do it.
Oh,
I don't understand. I don't understand. You can't chew it at all. You're just supposed to suck on it?
You sort of suck, and after hours, it becomes looser, and then it tastes more yucky. And oh my God! Wow! I stole these backstage.
I don't have. I'm breathe on you.
Wow.
That's not bad. I don't taste anything.
These aren't as smoky or
yeah, I
as
did.
yucky as
Yeah.
the ones.
Yeah, I did now.
Yeah.
So tell us about the new series.
Yes, a couple next.
I bet. I did now. That was more of a compilation. I'm all out of whack today, folks. I said I was going to try to go live more when I had some idea what was going on. Yeah, see, this is the same one. They're going to chew it. And they're talking about a couple next door. I had all these extra things, but no, I'm not done. See, look, more things. So I'm going to skip out, but I do have the links below to all the videos I had lined up. If you want to go ahead and watch them, don't worry, they're down there. I'm just not going to show them here because they just covered like everything that was in the other video. So why waste your time and mine? I do have clips of my own that I may stick into videos in the future, but we'll see what happens. Look, it's Sam Jamie Still Here. These are the posts from Sam Jamie Still Here. It's a compilation of images of Sam this past year, which, you know, oh no, we get to see Sam. It's really tough, and I'm really sorry to do this to you. Sam Jamie Still Here says, Sam Shine, anyone? Sure. And I liked this one, which is why I put it as the thumbnail. He just looks so happy. And then we have, I don't know, GQ Sam and Out and About Sam. And it's like an action figure, you know, dress for whatever the day is. My Peak Sam. We had Sporty Sam. Now we have Sunny Sam. See, Sam Shine. Drinking Sam. Oh, there was another Drinking Sam and I skipped him. There, see, more Drinking Sam. Always Smiling Sam or looking curious. I don't know what he's doing there. Look, Young Sam. It's like a whole bunch of action figure photos with different dates. Oh, need a shave, Sam. I always need a shave, Sam. Look, one of my favorites, Wet Sam. Oh, though the part of him that's wet that I enjoy looking at while it's wet is too wet for me to see, so that's not helpful. More Smiling Sam. Oh, actually, I'm going to call this Messy Hair Sam. He's got a curl that's just not quite in the right spot. More NPC Challenge Sam, but with friends. You know, he has, this one has accessories included. Ooh, very happy Sam. There, he looks pleased to be, probably an interview or something. He looks very pleased there. And, oh, relaxed Sam. Okay. Alrighty, the pretty blue eyes. Don't we just love that? Look. Another looks like Panel Sam. Oh, serious discussion Sam. Sharing information Sam. And this is another one, yeah, a familiar picture. So, what do we call this one? Microphone Sam. Okay, and, ooh, black and white Sam. Classic Sam. Here we go. All right, nice collection of pictures. Could be worse. I'm trying to do better and be slightly more predictable when it comes to my lives, which is why I was like, I said before, I would try to do Tuesdays and Thursdays to make it slightly more predictable around this time, because it's just enough time for me to do a good one before my daughter gets home from school on the bus. I'm going to go towards the comments I've got here so far. Jan Mason says that in Colombia they have breakfast and they have bacon with maple syrup baked on it. Oh, okay. No, I've seen that. We have that in the stores here. You can get maple syrup bacon. It's not bad. I don't have a problem with the sweetness on the bacon. My problem is we usually have bacon when we're having pancakes and there's already syrup available, so we just dip our bacon or sausage in the syrup. Though it's very rarely maple. I mean, we just get your standard like butter syrup. You know, it's okay. All right. And Happy Rock Publishing, hi Cynthia, says, hey guys, my stupid notifications aren't working. I'm late to the chat. Don't worry. You know, Cynthia, I'm trying to figure out, like, if I put up a notice that there's going to be a video 2 hours before there's a video, I know that's a very short notice, and I doubt very many people get it. I'm trying to work out a regular schedule so that I can say tomorrow night, if I know I'm going to go live Thursday, have my posts figured out and my thumbnail made so I can put it up the night before. And then if I schedule myself some, well, I wouldn't say easier days, lighter days on Tuesday and Thursday, then I can better prepare for it, get a little extra, you know, if I need a nap in the morning because I did not sleep at night, which I'm annoyed that I cannot sleep at night often, and then I found out that this is normal for women of a certain age who are going through that, oh, joyous time of their life when babies won't be possible anymore. I'm not there yet. Currently not there, like right now. My 7 days are right now, which are more like 10. It's very annoying. Ladies, stay like 30 or 10. Unless you were an early bloomer, in which case 9. And just stay that way, because the changing part is annoying. Puberty was annoying. This is aggravating and exhausting. Anywho, that's my little isn't premenopause super fun chat. I think that is everything I have for you now. As always, if you want to be on that next door chat, drop me a line by emailing me, katie@katiescornerinspace.com. Make sure you use the subject of the couple next door chat or TCND chat, something, so that I know what the email is about. I do go through each one, but it's easier for me to mark the ones that okay, just trust me, it makes it a little easier. Those of you who are asking if you can be part of the chat without an email, the only reason that's difficult for me is because that is how I coordinate all of it. Is anything I'm doing on this channel at this point, I'm coordinating through my handy dandy OneNote app from Microsoft and my email because it's just better for me. I'm scatterbrained. It's easier if I have it all in one place. However, what I'm going to try to do is, if you do not have an email and you desperately want to be on this, go ahead and message me. I will do my best, but message me on Instagram. I think that'll make it a little, oh shoot. You know what? I just don't even know. Message me. I'll do my best. I'll put your name on a list. And if you message me and you don't have an email, yeah, I'll do my best. I'm promising to try to get everybody who can be on it. It'll probably be a little bit easier once I'm on the Outlander reviews, starting with episode 1, to get more people in. But I will do my best. I'm going to try. But really, if you can email me, it just makes it 10 times easier on me, and I really appreciate that. Speaking of things I appreciate my members. Thanks so much for joining recently. I appreciate that extra support. And if you liked this video, scatterbrained as I am and out of order as things were, please give me a like. Go ahead and give me an unlike if you have an issue. Just let me know what it is, because I'm just like, what did I do? But I'm cool with it as long as you let me know what the heck I did. And let's see, what else? Again, my daughter's still selling Girl Scout cookies. If you do not have a local person trying to shove cookies down your throat and you really desperately want some Thin Mints, email me with the Girl Scout subject, Girl Scout cookie subject, And I will email you a link to her stuff so you can order it. There is a shipping fee, so be aware of that. And anybody who decides to do that, thanks so much. I appreciate that. She does too. Her troupe does as well. They have lofty goals, these gals. Let me tell you what. And I am, yeah, I think that's everything. I think that's everything. If you didn't get enough Outlander information, you just go to that Droughtlander playlist, waiting for Outlander Season 7 Part 2. Right now, that is going to be the most thorough list, biggest list, but there is one for just waiting for Season 7 before we knew that it was going to be split in two, because Stars likes to mess with us on occasion. And yeah, if you go there, you'll find quite a few things. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for liking. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for joining. Those of you who have, drop me an email if you'd like to. I'm just trying to cover all my bases. And yeah, choose any of those videos, and I will see you there. Have a good rest of your day, and I will possibly have a video tomorrow. I'm a little low on content. We'll see what happens. And I think there was something I was going to. Kathy Slavic, I didn't give you credit for an earlier post, and I just want to let you know I appreciate that you shared that with me. And I always do appreciate it when people send me things they're afraid that I might miss. That way I can share it with you guys. Yeah, I'm babbling now. Have a good day. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. We're all in this together. We might make it week 2, guys.